A thread of life, Bob Haxton. Life has a way of weaving people together in the most unexpected ways. And for Richard, Bob Haxton was a thread that ran through the tapestry of his life, connecting moments and memories across decades. Richard first met Bob in 1972, a time of exploration and discovery. Bob was roommates with Buddy Owens and John Roberts, and the three of them shared a passion for meditation. Even back then, Bob stood out. He had a quiet intensity, a way of listening that made you feel truly heard, and a laugh that could light up a room. The four of them spent countless hours discussing life, spirituality, and the mysteries of the universe. Bob's dedication to meditation was evident even then, and it left a lasting impression on Richard. 15 years later, Richard found himself working for Shirley MacLaine, a woman known for her curiosity about the metaphysical and the spiritual. One day, Shirley needed a new logo for a project, and Richard was tasked with finding the right designer. They were directed to a small one-person studio tucked away in a quiet neighborhood. When Richard walked in, he was greeted by a familiar face, Bob's father. Man's eyes twinkled with the same warmth and wisdom that Richard had always admired in Bob. It was a surreal moment, a reminder how small the world could be. Another 15 years passed, and life led Richard and his wife Barbara to Ashland, Oregon. They had to fall in love with the town's charm, its vibrant art scene, and the sense of peace that seemed to permeate the air. As they settled into their new home, Richard couldn't believe his luck when he discovered that Bob Haxton also lived in Ashland. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring them together once again. Bob hadn't changed much over the years. He was still the same kind, thoughtful person Richard had known decades ago. His love for meditation had only deepened, and he had been a dedicated student of Mafu for over 37 years. Bob's presence was grounding, and spending time with him felt like coming home. They would often sit together, sharing stories of the past and reflecting on the journey that had brought them to this point. It's funny how life works, Bob said one evening as they sat on his porch, watching the sun set over the mountains. The threads of our lives keep crossing, tying us together in ways we can't always see in the moment. Richard nodded, a smile playing on his lips. You've always been one of those constants for me, Bob. Your dedication to your practice, your kindness, it's inspiring. Bob chuckled softly. Meditation has been my anchor. It's helped me navigate the ups and downs, and it's taught me to appreciate the connections we share. People like you, Richard, are part of the tapestry. As the years went by, Richard and Bob's friendships continued to flourish. They would often meditate together, finding solace in the shared silence. Bob's wisdom and gentle spirit was a source of comfort and inspiration, not just for Richard, but for everyone who knew them. The thread of life had indeed tied them together, weaving a story of friendship, growth, and shared purpose. And through it all, Bob Haxton remained a constant, a great guy to be around, a devoted student of Mafu, and a reminder that the connections we make along the way are what give life its deepest meanings.